Hey guys, just here to do another review for you on the Orangatang Balutes. Um, as you all may very well know, Orangatang has pulled these from their line. They were having a little bit of problem with the urethane. It was tending to bubble, from what I was hearing, around the core. So they did actually end up pulling these from the line. So there was, I think, two or three batches that went out, and then they pulled it out. Didn't say whether or not it was for sure going to come back or not, but I did happen to snag a pair before they pulled them off. Some stats: orangutan, balut, or however you want to pronounce it. 72.5 millimeter, 86A. It's the yellow, so obviously it's 86, as the orangutan colors tell us. Um, and it is a center set core. You can see it's got a nice big core. Makes it good for sliding. There's little urethane, but supposedly this urethane is supposed to last extra long, says orangutan. Mine are holding up decently well. And yeah, I think it's got the contact patch of, I believe, 28 millimeters. Not exactly sure, but it's something close to 30. Reviews on these, I'm a little iffy. Not a huge fan. Luckily, I didn't pay for these. I got them from a buddy who didn't like them at all and just wanted to get rid of them. So thank God for that. I didn't waste 50 bucks. But I don't know. They have a decently good roll speed, which is good for doing free riding and things like that. You know, you want to have enough speed to be able to throw those big standees and whatnot, which a lot of other free ride wheels have a problem with because of their roll speed is a little bit lower. So you can't you can only get so fast, and which kind of restricts your abilities to throw 30-foot standees if you are into that sort of thing. Um, so the roll speed on these is pretty good. It's a lot better than I expected, but they are loud. They're loud as crap, and I don't know if that bugs people. I've heard a lot of people that say I don't care. I've heard a lot of people that say it drives me nuts, and I'm one of those people that it just drives me insane. I'm not a huge fan of riding these. I I'll ride them if I have to, I guess. I'll ride them just when I feel like, sliding for a couple years. Uh, but other than that, they're icy. They're definitely icy as hell. These slide for a long, long time, which is nice. They don't leave any urethane if that's something that you like. You like seeing thin lines on the roads. This isn't a wheel that does that, at least not for me. And it's just I don't know. It's loud. It drives me nuts. I don't like doing that. It's loud when you're just skating around, just pushing, which is a totally different story than when you're sliding. Because if you can imagine how loud they are when you're just skating around or skating to class or whatever you're doing, then you can only imagine how much louder they're going to be when they're sliding across the concrete in a way that they're not supposed to go. Um, but on top of that, staying on the negative note, since the core is very, very large, as you can see, um, it also, you can feel every single little bump in the road. I believe I have a stimulus, an 86A stimulus over here, and so you can see the size of the core difference. Um, that doesn't do anything for anybody. Um, but this, obviously, the core expands a little bit further out than what we can actually see. But since this core is so massive, uh, it doesn't absorb any of the impact. There's not enough urethane on there to absorb the impact when you're rolling and you hit a bump, because you'll feel it, and it will high side, and it will cause you to get tossed off the board. And that's also another negative thing, is that they simply don't absorb anything on the road. Um, for me, I like to have a little bit of a smoother ride, and this wheel is not going to produce that. I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't a huge orangutan fan, and then my buddy offered me these, so I said, you know what, sure, why not? And I guess I'm still just going to stay on my everything but orangutan kick. I have those set of stems that are also very loud and don't have very good slide characteristics. A set of free rides, 8x11 free rides that I'm in love with, a set of Venom Cannibals that are godly. So if these come back out, or if you have a chance to pick up some, I know there's still a good amount that are floating around in stores. There's a couple stores around me here in Michigan that still have quite a few left. If you have a chance to pick these up and you can get them for a good price, like under 40 bucks, I would say yes. But if you're going to pay full retail and it's going to be 50, 53 bucks, whatever it is, I would say find something else, because as for a slide wheel goes, this is not a good one. It's good for sliding, but there's a lot of cons. Like I said, it's loud overall. The slides tend to be a little bit icy, so you can run the chance of it icing out on you. The contact patch is pretty dinky. The roll speed's pretty good, but other than that, I don't know if I would really recommend it to anyone for paying as much as Orangatang charges. Other than that, this is the Orangatang Balut, and stay tuned for more reviews.